You know the feeling. You're just about to put your phone in your pocket, and right at the edge of the screen, a notification bubble aggressively swells up. Your finger hovers, hesitating for just a second. When you feel slightly annoyed by moments like this, a pushy app, a cluttered website, a frustrating checkout, you likely assume it's the result of a mistake, a glitch, a design oversight. These frustrations are intentional. They are engineered components of the user experience, refined through thousands of tests to ensure you feel just enough friction to stay invested in the interface. Billion-dollar brands have identified a specific pattern in how we use their products. A user who feels completely satisfied and at peace often finds it easier to close the app and move on to something else. Your attention is now more valuable to these platforms than your happiness. They prioritize a state of mild emotional activation because a calm, satisfied user is a user who is ready to log off. To maintain that activation, companies spend billions of dollars studying human behavior. They test every button placement, every vibration, and every specific shade of red to see exactly which combination keeps you looking at the screen the longest. This engineering relies on the Zeigarnik Effect. The human brain prioritizes unfinished tasks over completed ones. A finished task fades away, but an incomplete one stays active because your mind is hardwired to seek closure. This principle transforms a stark red notification badge into an open psychological loop. Until you tap it, that unresolved signal remains active in your peripheral awareness. Even friendly tools, like language learning apps, use these open loops. The interface moves the focus from the joy of learning a new language to the daily maintenance of a digital streak. Every day you log in, that streak becomes more significant. Eventually, your motivation shifts. You open the app because the prospect of losing months of accumulated progress feels more intense than the desire to actually practice grammar. In both the notification badge and the digital streak, the platform is selling emotional tension. By keeping these loops open, returning to the app is driven by the brain's need to resolve a feeling of anxiety. That same tension is applied to the visual landscape of modern e-commerce, turning a simple purchase into a high-pressure environment. You browse a product, and the page begins to crowd you. Countdown timers tick toward zero. Low stock warnings flash in red. Pop-ups announce hundreds are viewing. This causes a rapid shift in your decision-making. Calm, logical evaluation is overridden by a panic-driven fear of missing out. You stop asking if the product is necessary and start worrying about the opportunity disappearing. Airlines use this through sequential, incremental fees during checkout. Each step, bags, seats, priority boarding, adds just enough friction that finishing the transaction feels like the path of least resistance. Stopping to rethink the price means starting the stressful process all over again. This data visualization compares different ways our brains respond to rewards. On the left, a flat line shows predictable rewards. On the right, an erratic, climbing line shows variable ratio reinforcement, the mechanism that powers social media feeds. Every time you refresh your feed, you are engaging with the mechanics of a digital slot machine. A swipe might yield a post you love, a notification of a new like, or absolutely nothing. Constant satisfaction makes these platforms less engaging. The loop requires a specific mixture of tiny disappointments and occasional unpredictable rewards to keep you scrolling. Across all these platforms, whether they use manufactured scarcity or unpredictable rewards, your behavioral choices are being shaped by engineered pressure rather than personal comfort. Product designers are bound by specific corporate performance metrics. Their success is determined by the numbers that appear on their internal dashboards. They look at daily active users, they track retention rates, and measure session length. If a design choice keeps you on the page for 5 extra minutes, that design is considered a victory for the company. Through A/B testing, features that cause a slight spike in user anxiety often win because they result in more clicks. Designs that leave people feeling calm and satisfied tend to result in shorter sessions, so they are filtered out by the algorithm. Your emotional activation is a key part of the revenue model. Higher tension leads to longer sessions, and longer sessions provide more opportunities for advertisement exposure. The next time a notification makes you feel guilty, or a countdown timer makes you rush through a checkout, I want you to pause for 1 single second. Ask yourself, is this urgency coming from reality, or was it carefully designed to make me act? Naming the pattern strips it of its influence. The urgency dissolves, and the interface returns to what it actually is, a series of basic prompts designed to solicit a response. You are no longer reacting to an impulse. You are making a decision. Tell me in the comments which app manipulates your attention the most. In our next episode, we'll see how casinos use these exact same principles to keep people playing, even when they're losing.